Hello and welcome to my channel, where today we will be talking about the Viltrox 56mm f1.4 lens for the Fuji X mount. Roll the intro. Now, the Viltrox 56mm f1.4 lens is something that I got very recently, and I've been shooting with it for the past week or so, and I have my impressions about it. Now, this is a 56mm, so in the full frame equivalent, it would be somewhere around 85mm, because the X mount is APS-C, and I have quite a few thoughts about it. Now, the first thing that came to me is that the build quality on this lens is amazing. This is made out of metal, whereas Fuji XC lenses are made out of plastic altogether. Even the lens hood is made out of metal. And what I like about this lens is a lot of things. Now, what I have to say about it is, number one that comes to my head is the focus wheel on this is actually pretty smooth. And I really like this focus wheel because it works well, it's smooth, and you can easily manually focus on this camera. The aperture ring is not one which has mechanical hard stops. Now, some people may like it, some people might not. What I have to say about that is, it does not matter to me all that much because I just set it to one aperture and then change my frame, use another aperture, do trial and error, and then shoot more with it. However, there's one issue with it is it's not a very smooth aperture change. When you shift it from f1.4 to maybe f2.8, what happens is the footage itself, it will be a little darker in the middle and then it will go back to bright. So it's not a very smooth aperture transition. One thing that I really liked about this is that this lens has a really shallow depth of field because of the f1.4 aperture, and at the same time the autofocus really works well, and it's a very silent lens. Now, what I have to show you is this really large glass element, and I love it. I love it because it gives you really good low light performance, and it gives you really good shallow depth of field. And you know, for the price, a really good lens. What I have to say though, I got it from imastudent.com. They ship in India, and they gave it to me in actually 2 days. I ordered it from them and it cost me around 22,000 INR. For people outside of India, convert it to whatever you want and figure it out. But it's a budget lens, and for the price it actually works really well. To show you a few sample photos and videos, here are a few. Now, to close my thoughts, this is one lens that I would really recommend for any Fuji shooter. Even if you might be thinking of getting a Fuji 56mm f2 or f1.4 or whatever, try looking into this lens once. Maybe you can visit a shop and then try this out and, check its performance. If you're thinking about maybe acquiring a Fujifilm lens for the 50 to 56mm focal range, maybe try looking into Viltrox as well. There are other options as Sigma or Tamron and 7 Artisans, but I would really recommend getting this lens and, if not buying it, at least trying it out, renting it out and seeing how it performs for you. Also, I'd like to shout out imastudent.com. They got me this in really good packaging and in really fast delivery time. So if you ever want to check out a camera buying guide or you want to ever check out their products, go to the link in the description and get a good deal on it. Now, if you like that video, please make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And I'll actually be taking out this Viltrox lens for more vlogs and more photo walks. And I'll be posting any kind of vlogs that I shoot, anything that I shoot on this channel itself. So stay tuned for that. And till then, bye-bye.